Hello everyone, in this video I am going to show you how to create this half and half scenery in the app IBIS Paint X. I'll be sharing the techniques I used to create this. Also, I'll be sharing the brush details. So don't skip the video anywhere, let's get started. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Here, in my IBIS Paint X app, click on the plus symbol and here you can choose any canvas size which are greater than 1000 or 2000 range, and here I'm going to use 8 cross 10 canvas size with 300 dpi. 300 dpi gives us high quality image that you can use for printing. So here I'm going to cut the canvas into half, like in artwork into half. So what I'm going to do is I just use the transparent background and using the frame option, click on this frame and click add frame, and here you will get the option to add number of frames that you want to use in this artwork. Here I'm going to keep it just a border for the entire canvas size. So here you can try adjusting the thickness and size you want if you want to try something different, but for now I'm going to keep it like just a border which is not at all visible, so it's a very thin line. And here I'm going to split. The advantage of using the frame tool is, like, after creating the frame in the same layer, if you drag somewhere from top to bottom or in any direction, if you drag like this, it will automatically divide the single frame into two frames, and if you further just drag, it will keep on splitting the frames into smaller frames. So this is the advantage of this tool. Here I'm going to use it half and half, so I just created this. You can try in different methods also, but along with this I'm just trying to implement the usage of frame, so that's why I'm using this tool. So in the first layer I just created one more layer, and in that layer I just filled that bottom splitting with white color using the bucket tool, and just I'm going to create one more layer, and in that layer I'm going to fill the top details. So now there is a small minute line between, like, gap between these two layers, these two filling, and if you want to have this frame you can have it, otherwise you can hide it. We used that frame tool just to split the canvas. So now what I'm going to do is just create a folder, clipping folder for these two layers. So I'm going to name the bottom filling layer with bottom and rename the top layer with top, so that we can understand where the canvas details are. So now click on the add folder to create a group, and I'm going to use it as a clipping and add all the scenery details inside this folder. So again, one more folder at the top of that top layer, and change that into a clipping folder. Now inside this folder I'm going to add layers one by one, and I'm going to add the details. Now just create a layer and add that layer inside this folder and start adding details. So here I'm going to apply the background color, so you can keep it a solid color or you can add the gradient one. I'm going to use something gradient, and for that I'm going to use the airbrush normal. So I'm going to keep the sunset view at the bottom and the day view at the top. So the sunset view going to have purple, orange and yellow shades as a background, and for the daylight I'm going to have the blue color. So you can see the airbrush normal gives super smooth blending for your artwork. If you want to try any other background colors, please do try airbrush normal, and if you increase the size to the size of the canvas, you can blend it even more good. Now we applied the background color for the bottom. Similarly, I'm going to create a layer inside the folder. So you can simply create a layer and drag it inside the folder like this. You can see it's inside the folder now. Now I'm going to use blue color for this. So the top layer going to have just two color. One is this blue and another one is aqua blue, or even you can try white color. Blend it well so that it doesn't look like two different color in different place. Just blend them into a gradient one. Okay, now the two backgrounds are ready, and I'm going to add tree details. Go back to the bottom layer folder, and inside that just create a layer and add the tree details. Just click on the plus, and for this tree you can try any tree brushes from IBIS Paint X, or you can create your own. I'm going to use my own brush which I created in the brush pattern option, which is recent update of this app. You can check my YouTube channel. You can find so many YouTube video of mine about creating your own brush. Now I'm going to create in the way that it's going to appear on the both bottom and the top frame. So just you can see it's cropped at the top, you can see visibly. So what I'm going to do is just duplicate this layer and drag it to the top folder. Beyond that layer, duplicate it, and you can simply drag that and drop inside that folder. Now you can see it appears on both frames. In the same way, I'm going to add all the details and duplicate them, move them to the top folder if they need if they need to be on both frames. So I'm going to add the sunset sun here, and at the top I'm going to add the day sun. For the both I'm going to use single layer. Just use fill tip and hard brush and circle tool. You can see, just drag it to the bottom, and if you don't like it, draw it once again. Now here it's again cropped, so I'm going to duplicate this layer and move it to the top folder. Here click on the alpha lock and fill the shape with white color, because the day sun going to be white in color. I'm using lasso fill to fill it. Now I'm going to make some blurry glowy background for these both suns. So I'm just duplicating that layer, changing blending mode to add blending mode, because add blending mode gives us a glowy finish. And go to the filter. I'm using the Gaussian blur in the blur filter. You can adjust. Here I'm using the maximum blur, and I'm going to do it one more time to get a good blur. In the same way, I'm going to do for the top layer as well. I'm just duplicating that layer and going to the bottom layer, switch off the alpha log, because when the alpha log is on, you cannot spread the details. It will be locked. Whatever you can able to do only possible within that circle shape. So switch off the alpha log when you don't need it. And we done the blurry details. Now the sky looks empty, so I'm going to add birds. So again, I'm going to use my own brush for the bird. If you want to create bird brush like this, then you can search for bird brush PNG, birds PNG or SVG in Google or raw pixel free big websites. You can find that. Just download it and import that in brush pattern. That, and you can create your own bird brush. Now you can see we have added the birds. Now at the bottom I'm going to add some more trees and a couple. Again I'm going back to my same tree brush. In the same way, duplicate this layer, drag it to the top folder and place it like this. Now this place looks really empty, so I'm going to add a small mountain, some plants and a couple. All these details going to be on that bottom frame only, so I'm not going to duplicate and move it to the top folder. It's going to be only on the bottom folder. Make sure you use a separate layer for all the details one by one, because adding them all together in a single layer will make it difficult to make changes if you don't want to have the detail or something, if you want to change the color of particular detail in the same layer. So keep separate layer. And to add couple, you can either draw by your own, or if you are a complete beginner and you don't know how to draw it, then go to materials and go to drawing sketches. You can find this tracing sketches. So if you find couple, you can find that details. So just go and search on the tracing sketches, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you can find that couple sketch. So after scrolling for a long time, I found this couple materials. So you can choose any of these, but I like this one because it will be more clearly visible, because it's going to be small on this frame, not a big details. So making it visible, clear cut looks good. So I'm going to use this, place it smaller, and place it like this. Now click this. Now I'm going to switch on the alpha lock and fill with the black color, because it's going to be cellulite detail, and it's a naked material, which means all this shape looks naked. So I just switched off the alpha lock tool and I'm adding the cloth details for men and women, and adding the hair details. Also the face shape looks a little bit weird, so I'm going to change the chin, mouth details. We don't need to add too much detail, because at the entire artwork it's going to be really small. So make the details which are much visible, so you can leave the very minute details. Similarly for the girl, I'm going to add hair, long hair. And going to change the chin shape a little bit. So to erase very clear cut, I'm using lasso eraser. Compared to the normal eraser, lasso eraser gives a clear cut detail. And here again it looks empty, so I'm going to add another tree. This also created by me, so it's my own tree brush. And here I'm going to add small plants. This plant brush is from online community. You can click on this plus online option in the brush section, and when you go and search leaf brush, you can find so many different leaf brush, hair brush, all this thing. And I downloaded this brush from there. Now it looks realistic. And I'm going to add it in the corner as well. Now after all this, one thing is disturbing, the white line between these two frames. So if you click on this transparent background, you can see it's actually transparent. So you can either fill going to the top layer where you have the white details, or you can fill in the bottom details itself. I'm using the bottom layer because it will not affect the shape of the day frame. So I'm going for the bottom layer, and using the lasso fill and white color, I'm going to fill that gap. Now it's done. Everything is good. I'm happy with the result. Now I'm going to save this as JPG. Now I'm going to save this as JPG. Here is JPG, click on the OK. And here is the final artwork. So this is a beginner friendly artwork. It's completely easy. You can follow along with me and create your own scenery like this if you're a complete beginner. So please tell me in the comments below what kind of artwork you want me to create tutorial, and also tell me how long you are following my artwork. And if you're new, please subscribe. And if you want to learn more about any of this app, or if you want to learn portrait painting or any other thing, please feel free to DM me in Instagram. I'll be replying instantly and you can learn from me. And here, for a complete new subscriber, or if you haven't subscribed me so far, you can see how useful contents I make. So subscribe to my channel. Bye.